Is Michael Penix Jr. gonna be a top 4 quarterback in this draft? Welcome back to Vikes Vibes. This is DJ as always. Um, Testing out a different background. I just put something behind me. Kind of sick of the virtual background, but um, anyways, Michael Penix Jr. I think his draft stock is actually rising, especially after his pro day. He had a outstanding uh, pro day, very impressive, showing off his arm strength and accuracy. And this guy ran a 4.6 in the 40-yard dash. Man, he's got some speed, man. Like, whoo. Oh, and the Vikings actually held a private workout with him in Seattle after his pro day. I mean, not like the same day, I don't think, but I just kind of I thought that that might be the case. I thought that they would probably do a private workout with Penix just because we kind of figured out that the Vikings have a little bit of interest in Penix after KOC was on the Pat McAfee show and that whole potential slip up. Um, a lot of people think that Michael Penix won't even go in the first round. And some people they might have changed their minds after his pro day. I never really thought that he wasn't gonna go in the first round. I just don't think I didn't think he was gonna go, early or mid. I thought he was gonna be, a later, um, probably like the late teens, early 20s maybe. But things are heating up, especially with how his pro day was. I think he could be off the board around the middle of the first round now. When thinking about just as a pocket passer, he he's basically the most NFL ready quarterback in this draft. If you think of just pocket passer, um, and like I said before, his arm strength, he can throw the ball deep and with touch and throw like I said, throw the ball deep, and he's accurate with it. So can you imagine having an accurate quarterback like that and throw it deep to Justin Jefferson? I mean, Kirk did it, but I mean, this would be fun to watch. Like Kirk was really or is a really accurate passer, and he'd throw it deep to JJ, but to get this fresh rookie in here with the arm talent or the arm strength that he has and accuracy has, and be able to build on that for years to come. Man, I mean, it doesn't even have to be that accurate. You could just throw it up to Jefferson and he would come down with a 50-50 ball. That's how good he is. So having that accuracy on top of that, like, man, it would be a really good quarterback wide receiver combo right there, Penix and Jefferson, if that's what were to happen. Um, I think uh, I honestly think that and I'm not saying that the Vikings should go after him 100%. Like, I'm not saying that. This is just all speculation, but I think if Penix were to come here, he would fit in great in, Kevin O'Connell's offense, and he kinda just checks all the boxes that KOC looks for in a quarterback. You know, as he said on Pat McAfee's show, accuracy is the best thing for an NFL quarterback to have. And like Pat said, that's Penix. Penix has very good accuracy. So, um, he would make sense for the Vikings to draft him since they wouldn't have to give up any draft capital. However, with how his pro day is and the hype around him, his draft stock could be rising. So maybe that puts other teams on notice and maybe bumps him up a little higher, possibly. Um, maybe like maybe Denver. Um, I don't. Let's see, or even if Washington really loves him after his pro day, hey, you never know. He could go two. You never know, man. Like, eh, I think his stock is rising, and we'll see how much come draft day, um, how much it has risen. Um, Chris Sims from Pro Football Talk had this to say on his X account. Um, he said, "I thought that Michael Penix Jr. and Drake May, their pro days really showed the contrast in the two QBs. Penix is a machine throwing it over and over. Drake May loses control of his throws more than any of the top quarterbacks in consideration. Penix is being underrated. He should be a top 20 pick." That was the end of his post. Now, I did I did watch Drake May's pro day, and he did make some missed throws, and I'm not gonna, I'm not here to bash any of the quarterbacks. I honestly think that they're all very good in this year's draft. All the top talked about ones. Um, I'm just saying that Drake May did kind of lose control and miss some throws, and I have said in the past that hey, you can't judge these guys on one combine, one pro day performance. It's not in game performance, but um, I mean, to me, Michael Penix says to me looked better than Drake May. I mean, that's my honest opinion. Call me crazy, I don't care. Um, but that's how I feel, and I guess we'll see how other teams feel. And with Chris Sims saying he should be a top 20 pick, I think he should be taken off the board before 20. So I don't know. Do you think Penix is a dark horse in this draft and is being underrated? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications for future videos, and see you in the next one.